When someone asks you the question, what do you want to do this weekend? Which of the three following is the best answer? I don't mind, I don't care, or I don't know. Watch this lesson to the very end to find out. Hi everyone, welcome to Jen's Jyugyou. My name is Jen, and today we're going to take a look at the differences between the words I don't mind, I don't care, and I don't know. Let's start by taking a look at I don't mind. If I am sitting in the kitchen focusing on marking students' papers, and my husband comes into the kitchen and asks me, hey, is it okay if I turn on some music? I can say, go ahead, I don't mind. This is the best response to his yes or no question. So when we are answering yes or no questions and we want to give somebody permission to do something, we can say, I don't mind. So when you have no objection to what someone is asking you, I don't mind is the best choice. If I am eating some delicious dessert and my husband really wants some, he might say, would you mind if I ate some of your dessert? So he's asking permission to do something. And if I have no objection, I can say, sure, go ahead, I don't mind. So specifically, I don't mind is used when there is a yes or no choice. And if you don't have a preference between yes or no, you can say, I don't mind. Maybe you have a roommate and your roommate wants to have a party. So they might ask you, hey, is it okay if we have a party? Sure, I don't mind. I don't mind is very polite and sounds gentle. However, in the situations that we already took a look at, if you changed I don't mind to I don't care, then it would sound rude and very strong. So if my husband says to me, hey, is it okay if I turn on music? And I say, I don't care. That's very rude. It's almost like the sense that I don't have any emotions or feelings either way. And even though my meaning might be I don't care, I literally have no feeling about whether there is music or whether there is not music, when I have no preference, I should say I don't mind. Because in that situation, if I say I don't care, my husband might feel like I don't care about him. If I'm eating delicious dessert and he says, do you mind if I eat some? And I say, I don't care. Again, it's rude and sounds like, I don't care about you. If you want to eat my dessert, do whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me. Be careful with using I don't care because it can sound a little bit rude. Maybe my husband asks me, hey, do you want to go to the cinema tonight? Or do you want to just stay home and watch Netflix? If I say, I don't mind, it means either choice is okay. Or if I say, I don't care, again, it sounds very apathetic, like I don't really care what we do. You could also hear me say, do you want to do A or B? I don't mind. Now, I am a Canadian native English speaker, and usually if someone gives me a choice between A and B, I wouldn't say, I don't mind, because that doesn't make sense in Canadian English. We can only use I don't mind if someone's asking us a yes or no question. Do you mind if I smoke here? Yes, I mind, don't do it. Or no, I don't mind, go ahead. In British English, however, if someone gives you the choice between A and B, and you don't have a preference between A or B, you can say, I don't mind. If someone offers you, hey, would you like cake or ice cream for dessert? In British English, you could say, I don't mind, meaning either of those choices are okay for you. In Canadian English, you wouldn't say that, but you also wouldn't say, I don't care, because it could sound rude. So the best thing that you could actually say in that situation, do you want cake or ice cream? And either preference is okay for you, you could say, either one is fine, thanks. Or, I don't mind either way. So, I don't mind either way is how Canadian native English speakers will use I don't mind. when there's a choice between A and B. So do you want cake or ice cream? I don't mind either way, meaning either choice is fine for me. Do you mind or would you mind are very common ways of asking polite requests to someone. If my neighbors are playing music really loudly and I can't sleep at night, I might knock on the door and say, oh, excuse me, would you mind turning the music down a little bit? So would you mind is a very polite way of requesting that somebody do something. If I'm in a restaurant and I want a glass of water, I might ask the waiter, oh, excuse me, would you mind giving me a glass of water, please? You could also say, do you mind? But would you mind is the most polite choice. If I'm really angry at my husband, instead of saying, would you mind stopping that? I might just say, do you mind stopping that? I mentioned that I don't care sounds very rude, so it's best to avoid using it. However, there are situations when maybe you don't mind being rude to someone. If my husband and I are having an argument and he starts trying to explain something to me, I might actually say to him, I don't care. When people put spaces on words like that, the emphasis like this shows that they are very emotional about something, which is another interesting aspect of the expression, I don't care. Sometimes native speakers will say, I don't care, when they actually care a lot and they have a lot of feelings towards things. So say, for example, you notice your friend's ex-boyfriend is dating somebody new. And maybe you tell your friend, oh, hey, your ex-boyfriend is dating a new girl now. Your friend might say, I don't care. But the way they say that implies that they really do care a lot. Let's take a look at I don't know. In Canadian English, I don't know is used in three main ways. One way that I don't know is used is to express the fact that you don't have the information that somebody is asking of you. If somebody asks me, what time does the library open on the weekend? I do not have this information, so I don't know. And if I'm speaking really quickly, instead of I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, which in writing, which is not used in formal situations, but in texting, people might write it as I dunno, like D-U-N-N-O, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know is also used to express the fact that you have no idea or you are unsure about something. If my husband and I are talking about our summer plans, maybe he asks me, hey, do you think it'll be safe to travel this summer? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm unsure about the situation, so I can just respond with, I don't know. A good thing that people might also do when they say I don't know to be a little bit more respectful or show that they care about the other person a little bit more is, I don't know. What do you think? So in the first use of I don't know, I don't have the information, that doesn't make sense. But if someone is asking you a question that is like a preference or something you are unsure about, then you'd say, I don't know. What do you think? Ask the other person what their opinion is. And the third way that a lot of Canadian native English speakers use I don't know is to express the fact that they don't have an opinion either way. They don't have a preference. If my husband and I are planning to go to the movies and he asks me, which movie do you want to see? And I don't have a preference, Canadian English, we will not say I don't mind. British English, you could. I will not say I don't care because in Canadian English it sounds rude, but in American English I do hear it a lot. What I would say in Canadian English to this question is, I don't know. How about you? What movie do you want to see? I don't know. How about you? That is the best choice in Canadian English. At the beginning of the video, we took a look at the question, what do you want to do this weekend? With three possible answers. I don't mind, I don't care, and I don't know. Now, you should know which one of these three choices is the best choice to use. If you are speaking in British English, I don't mind could be the best choice. If you're speaking in American English, they would probably say, I don't care, possibly I don't know. In Canadian English, the best choice is, I don't know. And to make it more polite, I don't know. How about you? My husband could say to me, the car has broken, so tonight, why don't we walk? Do you mind? What would be the best choice in this situation? I don't mind, I don't care, or I don't know. If I say, sure, I don't mind, that would be a good choice in this situation because it's a yes or no preference. In Canadian English, we only use I don't mind for yes or no preferences. Is it okay if we walk? Sure, I don't mind. If I do mind, is it okay if we walk? No, I mind very much. I probably wouldn't say that, but it's possible. The second choice, I don't care. Too rude. The car broke down. Is it okay if we walk? I don't care. Maybe if I'm angry that my husband didn't get the car fixed, I could use that choice, but generally if I'm not upset, I wouldn't use it. Is it okay if we walk? I don't know. Also doesn't make sense. So in this situation, I would use the expression, sure, I don't mind. Let's take a look at one more example question and 3 possible answers. Where would you like to go for dinner tonight? If I was going to answer this question, would I say, I don't mind, I don't care, or I don't know? You should know the answer that in Canadian English, the best choice would probably be, I don't know if I don't have a preference. So today, you learned the differences between I don't mind, I don't care, and I don't know. Hopefully this will be able to help you respond to people better and more naturally in English. And now it's time for question of the day. Today's question is, would you like to see more grammar videos or vocabulary videos on Jen's Jyugyou? If you don't have a preference either way, I think you know which expressions to use now. Let me know your answers in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it useful, would you mind subscribing to Jen's Jyugyou and giving this video a thumbs up? Good luck with your English studies, everyone. See you in the next lesson.